Hi you guys, this is Jamie with Whatever's Clever Boutique, and today I have a fun teacher gift for the end of school coming up here soon, and I just want to share it with you guys. So I got these cute little erasers from Amazon, and in hindsight, I will say this up front, if I were to do this again, I would probably not go all the way down to the felt. It was really hard to work around that and not get any epoxy on the felt, so I'd probably from here on out just do the top of the eraser, but we made it work. So I started by taping off the bottom, and then I went in with my black 3.0 and just painted all of that wood area. And these erasers did come in pretty rough, so I didn't really have to do any sanding. They were already pretty porous and ready to receive paint, if you will. So I just went in and painted that all the way down to that tape line. Now I'm going to take one of my all-time favorite blacks, Caviar from Peachy Olive Glitters. It's black with kind of like a holographic shift in there as well. And I'm going to take my UV resin and just put that right over the top of that black paint, and I'm just going to rub that all in with my gloved finger all the way down to that tape line. Once we get that all applied, we're going to take our Caviar glitter and just sprinkle that all over the eraser. Try not to set off your UV light like I did. And then tap that eraser off as well as you can. And then we're just going to put that glitter right back in to our container, and then we are going to cure our eraser for about 99 seconds. I'm going to use that longest setting there. But before we do that, we're going to pat down that glitter so there's no pokey bits sticking up, and take off that blue tape so that it doesn't cure to the eraser. Once that's all cured, we're going to go back in with our UV resin, and you can use regular epoxy for this as well, but I got this done in probably 30 minutes because I used UV, and I'm impatient, so I wasn't going to wait 4 hours to move on to the next step. So UV was my go-to for this project. But we're going to go back over with our UV resin, and we're going to do a few coats here. So this is my first coat, and I'm just being very careful as to not get that onto that felt area, or the eraser portion, if you will. So I just took my time here and then went back in and cured for 99 seconds, and I did that twice. And there's what we got at this point. It is so pretty. That glitter is absolutely stunning. You need it if you don't have it. Now we're going to take our Neon Lightning Bolt semi-transparent vinyl from Banff Custom Creations. And I just thought that this would go so good with that black glitter because of the neon brightness of these little, gosh, I wouldn't call them sticker cals because it's actually vinyl, but I'm creating my own sticker cals, if you will, by cutting it apart. And so I just kind of lay those on the eraser as I see fit. And I'll just kind of let you watch that whole process. Now you don't want any of that clear vinyl overlapping, because you more likely than not, I can't say I've ever done it, but you more likely than not will be able to see that overlap once you lay your next coat of epoxy. It won't be flush looking like these semi-transparent vinyls normally are if you're laying the clear over the clear. So I try and cut those excess areas off when I do see that they start to overlap. And now that I have all of my little lightning bolts on, we're gonna go back in with our UV resin like we did before and just carefully apply it all over the eraser. Now, once I get that all on, I am going to take my lighter and pop any air bubbles that may kind of rise through that UV. Now, we're going to cure that for 99 seconds, and we are going to do that twice. And here's what we got at this point. And then I'm going to take my sanding block, and I'm just going to sand down those edges until it's pretty well smooth. Now I'm going to take my rag with some 99% rubbing alcohol on there and just wipe off all of that residual dust. Once we get that all wiped down, we're going to go in with another coat of UV resin. Once we get that on, we're going to take our lighter again and get any of those air bubbles out, and then we're going to cure that for 99 seconds, and we are all done. I absolutely love how this turned out, and you can make a whole bunch of these at one time. Like I said, I finished this one in about 30 minutes. If you were batch making quite a few of them, you could do a good chunk of them in, I would say, an hour. So these were so much fun to make. You can add names, you can add, the year, your child's name, anything fun for a teacher to be able to receive as a fun personalized gift. I always love making things for my kiddos' teachers that they can keep with them and just have that memory of having my kiddo in class. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. It's a little bit different, but I do have everything listed and linked down in the description box below, and I will see you guys next week.